Hey guys, Mr. Dalek JD here, and welcome to this video where I'm going to be showing you how to get the Awaken the Gazebo achievement, which is to pack a punch a gun by round 1. So what you're going to do first, go down obviously and get this chalk and draw the shotgun. It's super important you always do that. Now the main basis of this little achievement we're going to be doing is all focused on our new friend, which we're going to call Leroy, because you know everyone calls him Leroy. I'm going to call him Leroy. Get him out of the cage, and we're going to unlock him and feed him booze to smash himself out of this room. Now the key thing here that a lot of people don't know is that, you know, every time you break a barrier with Leroy, he gives you a certain amount of points. And of course with this achievement we want to try and get as many points as we possibly can, and in this I'm going to show you a really good way. And I want to thank my buddy Prestigious Key for showing me this incredibly awesome tip on how to maximize the points that Leroy can give you. So with the points we have now, we're going to go over and open the saloon, and there should be the booze there. If it's not, it would respawn in the actual prison that it was in, and you could actually get that without having to actually buy the saloon there, but you're gonna have to eventually anyway. So as you can see, we want to open Jug. So what we want to do is, instead of going towards Jug and making him smash from there, get as far back as you possibly can, and the further that Leroy runs, the more points you're going to get for when that barrier is smashed open. As you can see there, 1,620 points just from him running back from that far distance. Is incredible. Now you don't need to worry about Leroy when it comes to zombies in his path, because what he does is he doesn't actually kill them, he just sort of knocks them over and makes them respawn. So once we've used the 2 booze, we can buy as much booze as we want from the bar, and we're just going to go around opening as many barriers as we possibly can. So what I'm going to do now is, once you've done the Jug, it's pretty convenient actually, because he's sort of near abouts to where we need to open up our second barrier, and this is going to be the bottom floor of the gunsmiths, where we've got all those lovely chalk drawings, and we're going to need to plant just about every single one of those chalk drawings to get our points. So again, get him as far back as possible. So I've got him all the way next to Jug, going to feed him the booze, and he's going to run, and I'm going to run behind him just to show you that he doesn't actually kill the zombies, he just knocks them over, as you can see there. So really long run, bang, we've got 1,810 points from there, and now we've got all these lovely chalk drawings. So I'm going to take the AN94 and I'm going to start drawing these up. Now I'm going to show you the locations for all the chalk drawings, of course, because that's what you'll need, and the locations for where you can draw them. But another really important thing is to, you know, don't shoot the zombies a few times and then knife them, because what if there's like a nuke that comes from that? You don't want that to happen. So you want to just unleash all your points, all your bullets onto zombies to get the max. It's not the maximum amount of points, but it's just to make sure you don't get a nuke. And you know, with round 1 and any round, there is always a chance for you to get drops, and you know, max ammos and double points are really good for this. So as you can see, I'm just going to go and kill my second zombie here. And it doesn't really matter about ammo, because bam, I've just gotten myself a max ammo, so that's alright. So we're going to go and get our second chalk drawing now. It doesn't really matter which ones you get. There's no reason to say that, oh, if you don't pick up this one instead of this one, you're going to get a different amount of points. Every time you put a chalk drawing down, you get 1,000 points. As you can see here, we're nearly up to 5,000 points already, which is what we need to pack a punch. But there are a few things stopping us. And the actual mansion door costs 1,250, so that's something to keep in mind. And also we need to buy a few more booze to open up a few more barriers before we can actually, you know, get on with things. So again, we're just going to go back to the saloon here, and we're going to buy ourselves some more booze, and we're going to be opening that barrier, which will lead us into the courtyard. Now the best thing to do is, of course, just to get him back as far as possible, and this is really convenient how this huge black rock is there. You want to stand behind that, wait for Leroy to come up the stairs, and you want to make sure that you angle him correctly, otherwise he may bump into something that's near to the barrier, but it isn't the barrier. And I'll show you later on in the video how I absolutely made a fool of myself by doing that mistake. So again, there we go. He's gonna smash that barrier, and you're going to see how many points we're going to get. It's pretty damn awesome. And there you go, 1,560 points right there. We don't need to open up the candy shop, because we don't need to give him any sort of candy. We're going to go back and get some more booze, and we're going to open up the mansion, and we're going to open up the church, where we've got another chalk drawing place to actually put the chalk drawings onto. So there we go, more booze. And yeah, you don't need to worry about the zombies, you know, it's round 1, they're super slow. You can kill as many as you want, just of course make sure you don't get any nukes, and make sure you leave one zombie left. The best thing to do is to leave 2 zombies left, because you know what can happen on the last zombie in a round. It can run at you, and it could die off if you run too far away from it. But at the moment, it's just fine. So we're going to back off to this huge cart here. We're going to back him up, and we're going to make him open up the mansion. Now, of course, you can get to the mansion without actually having him break down this barricade. There is like a fence on the right with a little rock. You can jump over that, but again, we want to get as many points as possible, so you're going to have to smash that barrier. We're going to move on to getting another booze so we can open up the church, and then from then on it's just chalk drawings, and then we've got this down to a T. You know, right now you've got this achievement. It's super easy when you know how, and with Leroy's running ability and like the distance for getting a lot more points, it makes this achievement a hell of a lot easier than some other guides that I've seen on YouTube. But anyway, this is my dirt moment. I was like, okay, I want to angle this perfectly. Please don't bump into the rock. Please don't bump into the rock. Nearly got hit by the zombie there. I'm like, yeah, come on, Leroy. And yeah, that happened. I was like, oh shit. But it's okay, because we're going to get our points back. And you'll see later on how one certain power-up can really help when you mess up like that. So going back to the saloon, getting more booze. It's a bit of a tedious list of steps, just constantly going back and buying booze, but that's what you've got to do. So now we're going to go for our second attempt now at opening up the church. And everything should be hunky-dory. Now, if you didn't know, Leroy's got some incredible abilities. Like, this is just one of many things that he can do. He can open up barricades, he can change power-ups, he can move the box, he can actually make a box stay permanently in one position, he can hold crawlers. There's just so much he can do. It's incredible, and I will make a video showing all the uses that he can have. But you know, it's just getting a lot of different gameplay, so it will be up. Just make sure that you're subscribed, and you know, it's going to take a little while to get all that footage. So now that we've got most of the locations open, it's now time to just get all the chalk drawings done. So at the moment we have 3 of them left to do, so we're going to go ahead and go through here. I'm actually going to show you that a very important step is that, you know, the Pack-a-Punch, it's not powered by itself. You need to turn the power on, and this is also a really useful tip just in general if you want to get the power on without having to spend any actual points. So you want to make your way through the barn, come through the tunnel way here, and you want to make sure that you avoid this barricade coming up, because you don't need to buy it, of course. And this is on our way to getting our other chalk drawing done, which is on top of the saloon bar. So you know, this is pretty convenient. We don't have to buy a barricade in the saloon to get to the top. It's a bit annoying to walk all the way around, but you know, we get there in the end. So there we go. You want to plant the chalk drawing right there, and then what you want to do is you want to turn around and then just jump onto the next house rooftop, and you'll be able to turn the power on. Super duper easy. It's really as simple as that, and bam, there we go. So we've only got 2 more chalk drawings to do, and this achievement is done. Look at this, already we have a good amount of points. Now you can, if you wanted to, just run through the mansion without any gun and hope that you won't get any points taken away from you, but we do want to get a gun from this. And I've seen in some tutorials that they're going to bring in an Olympia simply because it's the cheapest gun to buy. No way, Jose. With this guidance showing you how to maximize the points, you know, you can buy whatever gun you wanted to. You could even roll the mystery box and roll with whatever you get there. But you know, I said I wasn't going to risk it, so I got myself the PDW, because in this map, the PDW is awesome, especially for the sharpshooter part of the Easter egg. And yeah, if you're looking to do the Easter egg, I've got both sides on my channel, so be sure to go over and check that out if you are having any trouble. Alright, so the last step, it was like, whoa, okay, we need to open up that door there because there's a chalk drawing in there. And I was like, damn son, I might not have enough. This is going a bit bad. But here's where I show you why it's good to, you know, kill some of the zombies. And this is what I said earlier about, you know, that fault where I spent the booze and it didn't do anything. Well, there you go, double points. Now you want to make sure that you use this double points as best as you can. Now what is really interesting is when you're doing the chalk drawings, if you have a double points, you get double the amount of points for actually doing that. And of course, when you've done all the chalk drawings, you get given 2,000 points anyway, which is really good. So here we doubled that, and oh my god, we ended up having 9,000 points, which worked out really, really well. So if you can do that, that would be the best thing to do. Is look at this, 5,000, 9,000. Yeah, you could go in there, you could roll the box plenty of times. So now what we want to do is we just want to go to the mansion. We're ready and set to go. Now I'm going to show you guys just how to work the ghost spawns. If you go through the mansion quick enough, there won't actually be as many ghosts spawning as what you'd usually get. But with me, like, you don't have to kill all the ghosts once you get out of the mansion and into the maze, but I just thought to make it safer, because I really don't like the ghosts coming up behind me. It scares the absolute hell out of me, that I was going to go and make sure that I killed every single one. And hey, I got a perk out of it, Juggernaut, so if I wanted to continue on the game, I've just got myself Jug for free, as well as getting myself a Pack-a-Punched M1911 to start off the game, and it's really, really good. So here we go. Well, after the bookshelf, there is going to be a zombie waiting for you around that corner, so wait for it to come out. There'll be one in there, and you just follow the path that I'm taking along here. And after this, there's about 2 or 3 ghosts after that, and then once that round is over, the zombie will instantly spawn. So you just got to make sure that you're looking out for that. And the maze is just something that confuses me all the time. Every time that you go in the maze and come out of it, the maze layout changes, and I always get so confused. So I'm going to skip the footage here to when I actually get there, because it took me about 2.5 minutes to get from here to the actual Pack-a-Punch. Right, so we're finally at the Pack-a-Punch. Jesus Christ, you want to run, and you can go through the little holes in the steps. It will be a lot quicker for you to get down there. Put your gun in the Pack-a-Punch and take it out, and you will get yourself Awaken the Gazebo, 30 gamer score. Wahey! You've just Pack-a-Punched it, gone on round 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more zombie videos. I'll see you guys very soon. Cheers.